What is going on, guys? Crucible here, and we are going to be doing the new breakdown for the brand new Super Saiyan 4 Legends Limited Goku. This is going to be a very short video because there's not a whole lot that's coming out, but we are going to do the character breakdowns, and we are going to check out the banners as well as the new events coming out. So if you guys would like to see more Dragon Ball Legends content, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this brand new Goku, what your overall thoughts are. And let's just dive right into it. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LF, he is yellow, which if you look at the actual GT tag, take a look at the GT tag here real quick. The only yellows that you could really run on a GT team is Sin Shenron, Hyper Metal Rildo EX, and maybe Super Saiyan Vegeta. And none of those units are particularly good. At least not anymore. So GT getting a new yellow unit is very much needed. And from based off of the last video and stuff, which we did not get a chance to actually go through and react to due to time constraints and work and stuff, it seems like the next couple units are going to be extremely GT focused. So that'll actually be very beneficial down the line, especially since a lot of people were questioning what the future of the GT tag was going to be. So let's dive into the unit itself. At 6 stars, his stats aren't anything too impressive. If we look at him at 14 stars, his stats are relatively similar to that of Zenkai 18 a little bit, because as you guys know, Zenkai 18, while she doesn't really have the best in terms of stats, it's her kit that really makes her tick. So I feel like this, just based off stats alone, I feel like this Goku is going to be similar in that regard, but let's see what his kit actually does. So I'll finish it. Draw the Ultimate Arts card, Dragon Fist of Rage next. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 40. 30% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. And that happens after 25 times. The extra 30% damage inflicted is actually really, really good. Definitely, based off what they said in video and stuff, you do not want to be using this guy and rushing with this guy first thing. He is a last standing unit, so you want to save this for when he's towards the end. Give himself a little bit of a health buff, get some ki back, and that 30% damage is going to go a long way. So keep that in mind. Unique ability, good clean fight. 70% of damage inflicted when battle starts cannot be canceled. Following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Restores own ki by 30% every time an enemy switches in, plus 15% damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self every time an enemy uses a strike, blast, or special move arts when this character is on the battlefield or on standby. Wow. So he gets 5% of damage inflicted up to 50%, cannot be canceled. Reduces damage received by 20 for 5 timer counts up to 60. So this is a little nuts for the sheer fact that he gets these buffs when he's on the battlefield and when he's on standby. So that's actually kind of nuts. So we'll do a tally up to see how much damage he can do overall, but let's go through the rest of his kit. Billowing Wrath receives 0 damage when changing cover for the first time. They mentioned before on the Twitter posts as well as in video and stuff that this unit was going to do something that other units usually don't do, and I believe this is what it is, because to my knowledge, based off of the amount of time that I played in the game, I cannot recall a unit actually like taking 0 damage when cover changing. So that's somewhat unique, I think. So let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong on that, but if I recall, he's the only one that does this. So applies the following effects to self per defeated battle member when this character enters the battlefield. Restores health by 10, plus 20% to damage inflicted, and 20% to ultimate damage inflicted as well. So pretty nuts there. Overall, decent kit. Nothing crazy with strike or blast. Light speed, 10 times Kamehameha. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and you have blast armor with that as well. While Dragon Launcher, the following effects occur upon activation. 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 5 to sub count for 10 timer counts. Also inflicts force switching. Also not a bad ability. It is a rushing green card. I'm not a fan of these green cards personally, but that's just me. Dragon Fist of Rage is the ultimate skill. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects once activated. Nullifies the enemy. Restore health when it reaches 0 effects for 3 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of remaining battle members. If all members remain, plus 30% to damage inflicted. 2 battle members remain, 50% to ultimate damage inflicted, and gain attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut. And then if he's the last man standing, 70% to ultimate damage, and still that there. So all in all, if we take all of his damage into account, let's go with his ultimate damage, right? Well, if you use his ultimate attack on a unit, so you got 70% here, plus potentially if you do set up 20% here, so 90 plus 30% for this if you were able to land this. So 170, 90, 120. And then depending on this, for this activates twice per defeated battle member. So plus 40, so you're talking 160. Up to 50% with this, which can't be canceled, which is 210, plus this when faced with an enemy, 210, 225, plus 70 at the beginning, you're on 295, plus this when you activate it. So depending on your setup and depending on how the battle is progressing and where this guy is on the field at the time of when he goes into the last man standing, this guy could be doing anywhere between maybe 200 to 300% damage inflicted with just his ultimate attack. Now that's very situational, so don't take that as a means of how good this guy can actually be in the long run. If we're gonna go off of just standard damage buffs, you got 20, 20% here, up to 40% here, so you're already at 60. Another 50% here is 110. 70 at the beginning of the battle is 180, and then plus 15 here. Plus 15 here. Oh, that's for allies though, so that actually doesn't count. So, so 180 plus 30 here. You're still getting you're still getting over 200 just on initial setup for his own personal buff. So this guy's kid is nuts. I think he's going to be a good unit. His arts card, strike cards plus 10% to damage inflicted for 10. And then same with blast cards. And then he is buffing GT and Sun family. Okay, so plus 37% to GT or Sun family base strike attack and defense. And then 18% to characters that are both GT and Saiyan. Okay, now does that, so that activates at 6 stars. I don't see many people getting this guy to 6 stars. Yeah, no, that's a pretty decent Z ability. If you're running Super Saiyan 4s, you could, every Super Saiyan 4, you could easily get this buff on all your characters for that. Plus the fact that he gets an additional 18 or 15 here for strike attack. So you're already talking 45% there. So this guy's a pretty good Z ability. He's definitely going to be a main on GT. He's probably going to be a main on Sun family. And the second part's just going to kick in as it is. So not a bad unit at all. I think he's going to be really good. And he's really going to be the next thing that kind of separates GT from low tier to maybe mid tier. Maybe S tier team. Who knows? It depends. We'll have to see what other GT units come out. But in terms of the banners itself, Bardock and Gogeta are coming back. So if you haven't gotten these guys Zenkai, go ahead and you do that because these are both very solid Zenkai units. The actual banner itself, unfortunately, he is the only new sparking character on the banner. And he comes with a brand new EX. Because of the brand new EX Goku Black, I believe. The banner itself is 4,500 chrono crystals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tickets on one rotation. And as it kind of looks, you got Vegeta here, this Goku, this Gohan, this guy, and the brand new Goku Black, who is blue. Panel from Frieza, Metal Cooler, all the same units that have been on the past several banners are here. Honestly, I don't think this is a banner that people should summon on. If this Goku was at 1%, I would probably say yes. But the fact that he is not is very telling that this is not a good banner. If you are missing certain units like this Frieza and stuff like that, like this isn't a bad banner to summon on by itself. But the fact that he's the only unit here, you're not going to pull this guy on with the rates that he has. And this guy only being 0.5, like the odds of you actually getting this character are pretty low. So I would advise that nobody summons on this banner. Because look at all this filler. There's a lot of filler in this banner. It's not good. It is not good. Let's take a look at this Goku Black real quick. I'm not gonna go too crazy on him, but he's gonna be saying future powerful opponents, getting him the 6 stars. We'll put him at just under 200,000 attack and just under 130,000 defenses. Max stars 228. Relatively balanced in terms of his actual stats. Interesting. So World of Despair shortens allied characters that are both future and powerful opponent substitution counts by 5, plus 30% of damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 or 15. That's actually a really good ability for an EX unit. Let's take a look at the rest of what he does. Applies the following effects to self per battle member that is both future and powerful opponent in the party other than this character when this battle starts. 30% to damage inflicted, can't be canceled on an EX unit. Reduces damage received by 15% and -3 to strike and blast arts cost. And then Beautiful Utopia applies the following effects to allied characters that are both future and powerful opponent when this character switches standby. Restore health by 10, does it twice. 25% to damage inflicted for 15 and 30 to key recovery for 20. Black Kamehameha deals major impact damage, 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts upon activation. That's not bad. And then his green card is Restore Key by 40, 10% to damage inflicted by allied characters that are both future and powerful opponent. And he's Strike and Blast defense. This guy is definitely going to be run on a strictly Goku Black, strictly a Goku Black team. Because if you look at the future units, you got Zamasu here. It's not really future that you got to worry about. It's more powerful opponents. So in terms of who's on powerful opponents, you got Rose, you got Fusion Zamasu, Goku Black, Perfect Form Cell, and that's basically it for powerful opponents. Otherwise, you got to look at the future tag as well. And again, the only people you have is Rose, Fusamasu, Goku Black. You have this Rose. Yeah, so, and this Goku Black. So yeah, this guy is mainly meant to be run on. I mean, I guess you got all these guys down here, but I guess it really just depends. Like you got Perfect Form Cell here. Again, I think this guy's more or less for the Goku Black team more than anything else. But yeah. So, and then in terms of events, guys, we don't got a whole lot going on. We got a Extreme Clash raid that's coming out. That comes out Saturday. And then you got Champion Bonus that's coming back as well. These two are taking place of the new banners, or the new story events. But that's pretty much it. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. That's everything that's coming out this update. A little underwhelming, but it is what it is. Let me know if you guys summon on the new banner, and if you do, let me know how successful you were with those. My name's Crystal Bullet. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.